Outstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, you listen to Vets on Sports on this Tuesday evening, March the 3rd. So we thank you for joining us. I am JD. Along with me in the studio this evening, we've got Brent. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, JD? Great to be back.
Pretty dapper there. Man.
Yeah, I thought I'd dress the part today. You know?
What part?
I really can't talk about that.
Yeah. It's a private part.
It's pink.
Good movie, though. Good movie. Private Parts. Loved it. All right. And then Aaron, of course, running the board. What's up, buddy?
Hola.
I'm
playing hurt.
You're hurt. Sick boy.
Wait, are you injured or are you hurt?
I'm hurt.
You can continue then.
I'm still here.
If you're hurt, you can continue. If you're injured, you're
Get
out.
off the field, yeah.
Yeah. Big news in the NFL just recently announced LaShawn McCoy more than likely gone to the Buffalo Bills.
It's a weird move.
This is getting interesting. Rex Ryan, I'm actually starting to get a little intimidated. The Bills, with their defense that they have, if they can put together an offense, they'll be in the playoffs. Granted, wild card, but they'll be in the playoffs. So,
I think they're going to sign Hoyer, and I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Oh, you think everybody's going to the – hey, come on now. Speaking of Cleveland Browns, since you brought them up, Josh McCown expected to start week 1.
Won't happen.
Why
He'll start at the end.
No.
Why don't you think he's going to start?
Because he already said Johnny Manziel's going to be a starter week 1.
He's going to be
There's
given
no
the
way
chance.
that is happening.
No, it's not.
He's going to be given the chance to fail.
No. Be like, I know it's week 1, but we're giving up already. Johnny, why don't you go out there and start for us? Come on.
Well, they got to play him so they can justify
They don't
the
have
fans
to
when they
play
cut him.
They don't have to play him.
They will.
He's a rookie with a rookie contract. They can cut him, and they won't even feel it.
And then the fans will go nuts.
Yeah, because, Cleveland's fan base isn't going to show up because Johnny Manziel's not there. Half of them booed the decision.
No, they cheered it pretty loudly.
No, they did not. Those are drunk people in New York that were there for the draft.
Well, they're going to be in Chicago this year. So.
Yeah, no. That's not going to happen. Come on.
If it comes between starting Manziel or putting in
McCown.
Yeah, I think they're going to
Really? Come on, man. Week 1. Give me a break. Des Bryant's going to be
franchise. I told you that on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, that's a smart move because now they can go out and they can pay their running back.
Well, it's a smart move because you don't know what's going to happen with the whole punching video. You don't risk paying him or signing him for 5 years if you don't know if he's going to be suspended.
True.
Well, and also the Lions did not tag Sue.
This is true.
So, and I was listening to it as I was stuck in traffic today, this morning, and more people think that since Oakland has a big cap, that they can pay Sue the money. So a lot of people are saying Oakland is a good spot for him to fall.
I've been saying Oakland for months.
Yeah, that's nothing new. Everybody's been saying Oakland. As a matter of fact, pretty much every bad boy that's a free agent, we're throwing in Oakland.
Yeah, we were talking about Lynch if he was going to go there.
Yeah, gone. Yeah.
Well, they do need a running back.
Well, Pearson would go there.
They absolutely do. Winston's already visited the Bucks. I think it's a done deal. The Bucks are taking Winston. He's staying in state. He's around family. I think that with the character issues, I think it's smart to keep him around there because if you just take him away from his family, he's really got nothing to lean back on but himself, and that'll just get screwed up.
That's exactly why it's a bad move.
You want them to take him away from his family.
He can bring his family with him. He can't bring all his rowdy friends. Plus,
again, new rookie pay scale. Not all rookies can now afford to bring their family with them.
Plus, Tampa has the most strip clubs of any city.
I don't know. We're pretty loaded here. We're pretty well stocked. And this is just Phoenix.
Well, the thing that's interesting about the Eagles move is I thought they were going to try and make a move for Mariota, whether that's 1 or 2.
You can get a tour here of all the strippers and hookers from Sal. He'll give you the rundown.
Those aren't strip clubs.
There are a lot of strip clubs here.
Well, I mean,
Not that I've ever frequented one or more than one on the same night.
but with I don't know, I was hearing people on the way I was listening to a talk show on the way over here, talking about how, like with Philly, how they keep on doing this themselves, trading away. Like when they traded away Deshaun Jackson, that there was another big receiver that they let go.
Mhm.
They didn't get anything for him. They got nothing. And I was even hearing them being like, it's just something that we're following, or that we're seeing more and more, that Philly is just they're aimlessly giving away their talent, but they're not getting anything like in return. Now, I really don't know a whole lot about who is it, Alonso, that they got. I don't know a whole lot actually about his game.
He's a pretty good
Kiko
middle
Alonso.
linebacker.
Yeah, he's good. He's stand up. He's a Pro Bowler.
And they're going to lose Trent Cole. They're going to let him walk.
Eagles need defense, so.
But Mike, see, the thing I thought the Eagles would be making a move to move up to get Mariota.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering if Kiko Alonso is somebody that Tampa wants or Tennessee wants.
I don't know. I think he's staying where he's at.
I mean, they
Saying
need
Philly.
the defense. So I see the move from that, but
CJ Spiller going to Philly?
no. He's probably coming here.
No. Nobody.
Why would you
wants to
say
to
he'd come here?
Arizona.
They've been trying. They had their eye on him during the season last year.
Because you have your eye on somebody doesn't mean that person wants to come here. You still have to agree.
Well, right. But you need a running back here.
True.
So, and they've already been scouting him. And I think he'd fit in with the style. You're going to have a split back system with Ellington being your McCoy or
I think the
Sproles.
Cardinals should pick up a running back in the drafts. They got a
We-
late pick in the first round. There's a couple really good stud. Gordon's going to be out there. Gordon would be a hell of an addition. And he's projected to be towards the back of the draft, 20 plus.
I think they're going to go defense.
Yeah, no. I don't think they need that much help
There's
on defense.
There's a couple linebackers there, and they
Right,
need
but
some
there's
speed at
still
linebacker.
There's still a top 10 defense. We're talking about the Arizona Cardinals if you're just chiming in. There's still a top 10 defense now. You usually don't add a first-round pick to a top 10 defense. You add a first-round pick to a top 30 defense.
Right, but you're losing talent.
Doesn't matter. You're right when you said they need a running back.
They do need a running back, and if Todd Gurley's
They need a
there,
running
I
back.
would take him.
Gurley's going to be there or Gordon.
But I think they could take a linebacker because Darrell Washington's shown you can't trust him to not be suspended.
I know, but the one thing that this offense needs badly is a good running back that can not only run between the tackles, but can also pick up the blitz. And Palmer will be the first one to agree with that because they kind of missed.
No, because this was non-contact.
I know, but he's
when he got
been hit
injured,
quite
it was
a bit.
non-contact, but he spent a lot of time on his wallet.
He did.
He's a big boy.
He's getting old.
I was gonna say he's getting up there a little bit in age.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I think they're going to probably make a play for Spiller or DeMarco Murray. It's not going to be Adrian Peterson. He's not coming here.
Cowboys, by the way, also just made a deal with Beasley, wide receiver.
It was a four-year deal, yeah.
So they're shoring up that same offense. They're keeping that offense, which means they're keeping Murray.
Yeah,
They
I don't
need some defense.
But they're keeping Murray. They definitely need to work on their defense, but you don't have a $110 million quarterback and not let him keep his toys to play with.
Well, the way I mean, if you look at what Murray's options kind of are, you know what you're with the team that has a I'm not a Romo fan, but he's a good quarterback. You've got a good line that will protect you.
Who are you a fan of?
Cardinals. I don't have a team in LA. I'm not happy that both
You
of mine
will
left.
soon.
The Chargers.
They're about to share that stadium.
Chargers, the Rams, the Raiders.
Chargers and the Raiders.
I was never much of a Chargers fan, but like you at least know what you have. You have a decent quarterback. You have a good offensive line. If Murray leaves Dallas, he has to go to an underdeveloped team because you're not going to try and go.
He's going to go to whoever pays him.
It says DeMarco Murray will likely return to the Dallas Cowboys if the team's offer is equal or financially similar to those he receives from the team. So they don't have to beat out anybody out there. They just need to be close, and they'll keep him.
I just think Jerry Jones wants to splash.
What are you talking about?
I think he wants Adrian Peterson.
They don't need Adrian Peterson.
They don't need him, but he wants him.
No.
And Jones does a lot of stupid things.
You just got done. Actually, you're still going through the court system, and you're still fighting the NFL to be let back in compared to DeMarco Murray, who's already in, and he's not in trouble. What?
Tell me who's better.
DeMarco Murray, right
You're
now.
out of your mind.
I will take the fresher legs.
Adrian Peterson's fresher. He sat out for a year.
But when you talk about who's better, take AP's last good year and compare it to DeMarco's. They're exactly the same, pretty much. They're exactly.
And Adrian Peterson did it without a great line.
But DeMarco did it dropping the ball less.
For the first time in his career.
Doesn't matter. It's better.
Career numbers, he has more fumbles.
Career? No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Adrian's been in the league like 4 years longer. You want to double check that stat? I'd leave because most of the time when you just
the fumbles between
pull something
AP
out of
and
your
Murray.
ass like that, hold on. Most of the time when you do that, you're wrong. So why don't you go ahead and actually look up some stats for me?
I'm pretty sure because I've had DeMarco
I'll look it
Murray in
up.
fantasy football and he's bit me in the ass.
Well, he only did it a couple times this year, and it was the first 2 games. After that, he was solid. Absolutely solid. Come on now. 1,845 rushing yards last year, and that's with a quarterback that threw for over 4,000 yards. Jesus, if they were actually a true rushing offense, the guy would have ran for 3,000.
Let's see here.
You serious? Maybe not 3,000. That's probably a little exaggerated, but he would have broke the record. I mean, come on now. If you put a quarterback out there like Wilson, DeMarco Murray would have crushed the rushing record.
Peterson has career fumbled 27 times.
Okay.
I'm going to Murray right now.
So basically,
But I do agree with what Aaron did say. I mean, sometimes you do see Jones do some pretty crazy crap. You know, that is true.
that is true, but it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. You're going to pay the same amount pretty much for the running back.
They're actually about even. Peterson has 31 over 8 years, and Murray has 13 over 4.
31 over 8 years, 13 over 4.
Yeah, it's about 4.
The average is
No,
less
it's
for
about
Murray. 3.7
I don't have a calculator over here.
3.7 to 3.9.
It's pretty close.
Better.
I'd look at games played too.
Better. Average. Better.
Games played.
No, Murray has 8 career fumbles.
You're forgetting
I have 13
Adrian
on
Peterson
Pro
lost an
Football
entire
Reference.
year from a torn ACL and then lost a lot of games last year because he beat his kid with a switch.
He was just resting.
Doesn't matter.
He
Missed games.
He had 4 fumbles as a receiver, but 8 as a rusher.
So it's only 12.
It's
But you
13,
get
according
13.
to Pro Football Reference.
I'll take the NFL one.
I'm looking at rushing and receiving.
That's what he just added those up. 8 and 4.
I don't know
8
where
plus
he's getting
4 is
those.
12.
Yeah, I don't know where he's getting those.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where 13 where that one came
But
from.
the average is better for Murray.
Slightly.
And he's missed less games. He's missed less games. AP missed an entire season.
He's missed. So he's fresh, just like you said.
He's old. Just like I
I'd
said.
still take him.
No. You're not going to give a 5-year multi.
No, but you might give a 2-year deal.
Why would you do that? Why would you release?
Because it doesn't matter who you put back there. It's like the Broncos in the 2000s.
But
do you
you're
remember
only looking
that-
for a year.
Do you
or
remember
two.
that Mike? What was his name? Mike Gary, Orlando Mare.
Why
They
would
all
you
had
do that?
2,000
Okay, all right,
yards.
let's say they do. Okay, they bring him in. They pay him $20 million for 2 years. DeMarco Murray goes off and plays another 7 or 8 years with another team. Whereas in 2 years, you need to draft a rookie and see how good he's going to be. Why would you do that?
Because running backs aren't relevant.
What?
They don't matter like they used to matter 10 years ago.
Oh my God!
It's a passing league.
Apparently not. He just ran for 1,800 yards.
And that's not the norm.
It is for right now.
No, it's not. That's why you're seeing everybody pass and all these quarterbacks getting amazing passing numbers.
There are no amazing pass. Nobody broke the passing record this year. Nobody broke any records this year.
I'm talking about the past few years. The game has changed. It's not a pounded up the middle game. It is in the playoffs when you need to kill the clock.
Apparently, there's a lot of running backs out there that get well over 1,000 yards.
There
Where
are.
That used to be the benchmark.
That used to be.
But now they're a lot higher than that. A lot higher than that. 12, 13, 14, 18. 1,800. It's a lot of yards. 2,200 AP. It's a lot of yards.
Yeah.
But then again, that was 2.5 years ago.
You'd sell a lot of jerseys.
It makes no sense.
I didn't say it has to make sense and said it's going to happen, though.
It's not.
That's Jerry Jones.
Okay, so AP's going to the Cowboys and Johnny Manziel starting week 1.
Yep.
Are you sure you can just come from Colorado?
Mark it down.
Where the air's all kind of different. Come on, man. Oh, my God.
Playoffs.
The dozens of listeners that we have right now
Olandis Gary was the guy's
are
name I was
yelling at
thinking
their
of.
laptop in their computer right now. Come on, man. Oh, my God.
Olandis Gary had 1,159 yards in 1999 for the Broncos.
Okay.
That's my point, is that anyone can have a bunch of yards with that Cowboys line.
But that was the Broncos line.
Yeah, I'm saying that the Cowboys line, it doesn't matter who you put back at running back, they're going to get 1,000.
In 99, didn't they have John Elway?
They did.
Then that's why they ran a lot, because you got to cover for John Elway.
You could put Brent back there and he would get 1,200 yards.
No, I would. That's another false statement of yours right there.
I would be running the ball, but you'd have to keep in mind though, I'd be needing to go to the sideline for a beer every
I'll go tell the coach. I'll be like, Coach, you need 1 yard? I'll get you 3. You need 5 yards? I'll get you 3. That's what I'm good for.
They also had Brian Greasy.
Oh my God, moving on.
Good commentator now.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not even.
And Gus Frerotte
anymore. Come on, man.
Why do you hate Gus Frerotte? What did he do?
I'm not. I'm still thinking about your blanket statements out there.
What's wrong with
your hatred of DeMarco Murray and Danica Patrick in the same sentence?
What's wrong with? I don't hate DeMarco Murray. I take Adrian Peterson.
You notice he didn't say I don't hate Danica Patrick.
She's not a good race car driver.
Finished 16th. Once again, just say I was right. Say I was right.
Did she finish first?
Say I was right. Was I right? Plus or minus 20. Remember that bet? Was I right?
What did our driver say?
He said minus 20.
I know.
He said on the low end. So in other words,
she got lucky.
I was right. I was right. You can say I was right.
They didn't have John Elway in 1999.
Did they?
Oh wait, that's 2000.
Didn't they win the Super Bowl in 99 or something like that?
Yeah.
And then he retired?
No, they did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. You're absolutely
looking.
killing me.
I
Nothing
thought they
have
did,
you
but
said
it's not on here.
in your incoherent rambling
I don't see him on here.
at any time.
Apparently they didn't in 99.
Oh, my goodness.
It's Brian Greasy
Unbelievable.
and Bubby Brister.
Dude, the recruiter linked to Biogenesis went to prison.
Yeah, I think was it 4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that for a segue to baseball? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Right now, I can't see them in the middle of an inning. I'm keeping an eye on the Kansas Jayhawk Grand Canyon University baseball game. I am intrigued with this game. ECU went up 3-2 after a bomb to left. And I am a little disappointed that I'm not at this game. Instead, I'm spending time with you awesome individuals arguing about DeMarco Murray, which isn't even an argument. All right, so moving on. All right, focus. All right, so a lot of free agents. March 10th is the official start to all of this. Okay, so we're going to start seeing a lot of heated up talks here in the next probably 4 to 5 days. I'm thinking by like Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, then it's really going to start picking up. We'll have a better idea what's going on. Which, by the way, we're Vets on Media Sports or Vets on Sports. It's going to be taking a little vacation. We're retooling. I'll get back to that a little bit later on, but we're excited. We're retooling. We're actually relocating, and man, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Wait till we get back. But anyway, that starts in 2 weeks, so I'm excited. I'm sorry, I was just really excited to go ahead and mention that. A-Rod's not going to be able to. It will not play in the spring training opener. Not a surprise.
No,
not a surprise at all. Brent, I don't think I ever asked you this, man. Stats for A-Rod this year. Throw them out there.
He was there, I think.
yeah,
for
we mentioned
original.
with when Joe was on the show. I say he's going to be hitting below 250.
Oh, that's right. You were wrong too. All right, go ahead.
It hasn't happened yet.
You're wrong. Trust me. Go ahead.
I say he's going to be below 250.
Uh-huh.
Less than 15 home runs.
You got
probably,
that?
and probably less than 50 RBIs.
I said 270 and 20.
Mhm.
So, which may hinge on his playing time, obviously, but per at bat, I think he'll have a pretty good stat.
Well, he's in deep water because he's not. I mean, there's a lot of other players on that team that can easily fill that DH position.
The Cleveland Indians sold out their home opener in 11 minutes. You want to explain to me why?
Probably because their boy got the Cy Young.
That's one of them.
They also had a standing only $13 ticket with a free beer.
Really?
Yeah.
That would do it. There you go, Cleveland.
It sold out in 13 minutes.
11 minutes.
Oh my god!
Home opener.
There's a lot
sold
of
out in
people picking
11
him to win
minutes.
that division.
Yeah,
They got
that's
a lot
good,
of young
man.
talent.
You know what? Let's go. We'll go ahead and do that since Joel's not here, and we won't have you here on Saturday. Let's go through that real quick because I want to get your thoughts here, nice and early. Preseason thoughts, division by division. Who's winning it? I'm not saying World Series. I'm saying who's
Just
coming out of
taking
that
the
division.
Okay, so you want to take it by division or
Yeah, let's start. Let's start in the NL. Let's start out west and head out east. Let's do that. Let's go ahead. You want me to throw some teams out here for you?
Start with the
Okay.
NL West. You're going to pick the Dodgers.
Well, I did. I mean, I still do think
We're talking
That-
about who's winning the West, not who's going to win it all. All right, go ahead.
I still do see the Dodgers winning the NL West. I still see that happening. What I think is going to be the big surprise here is whether it's going to be San Diego or San Francisco for that second spot. That's now. I mean, San Diego is beefed up in every which way they needed to.
Do you think San Diego is a 15 to 20 better team right now? 15 to 21 better team? Because that's what it's going to take maybe to get second.
I can see San Diego at least being up in the 80s in their wins. They had 77 last year. I mean, well, hell, I mean the Giants, which had another great lineup, they only had 88 wins.
Yeah, I believe I chose them to win it all last year.
Not
Anyway.
from the very beginning.
When it came
Once
to
it came to the
sorry.
playoffs, though.
We only got an hour show, so come on. Get
Yeah,
to the point.
let's go.
But
Central.
I've got-
Today, Junior.
So I've got Dodgers in the NL West, the NL Central.
Can Pittsburgh actually take out St. Louis?
I don't think so. I think St. Louis is still going to be strong enough to hold that. They really didn't lose anyone big, so I still see St. Louis doing the exact same. Without a doubt, Washington will take the East, the NL East. I don't think. I don't think Atlanta is going to be able to compete with the
Dude,
pitching. Although
that
Atlanta,
pitching staff is phenomenal. Well, the starting five is phenomenal. Where you can get to them is their bullpen. If you can get to their bullpen, you can beat them.
now there is still time where people can be moved around, but that's going to be, and you're going to have to get to their starters before the fifth inning.
Not only that, but you have to basically be last year second place was 17 games back, and that was the Mets and Atlanta.
Mhm.
You have to be that much better than them this year to take them out. I don't see that happening because
Yeah.
nobody else in that division made the same moves.
Well, if you have your starting five, any one of those players that doesn't make the starting five, you put in their bullpen as a long reliever,
Mhm.
So they still would have one weapon in the bullpen, but you'd have to get to them before the 5th inning.
Okay.
So I definitely
Who's
think
your wild
Washington
card?
from. Oof.
You can only pick one. We won't pick the play-in, quote unquote, wild cards.
Well, in for the National League, I could see.
Giants.
I would have to say that the Giants or Washington. I think right now Washington could take out the Giants. I really do. It's the pitching. Now in the AL West, I still see the Angels taking that division. It's going to be interesting to see if Oakland can, and I think Seattle will take the number 2 spot.
Mm-hmm.
Both those teams did really well last year, but it's going to be interesting to see if Oakland can keep that momentum that they had, especially the last 2 years. But with I think actually in the American in the AL Central, what I see, I still think Detroit will win the division,
Mm-hmm.
but I see the White Sox making a little more noise. They had a pretty uneventful year last year. The biggest thing was having Abreu being the huge rookie outbreak. Joel mentioned it last year. Look out for Minnesota in the next 2 to 5 years. They still need some time to develop. But I see the big story being the White Sox. So they did make some key acquisitions over the year. So I do see them improving. But I got Detroit in the Central, and then the AL East, Boston.
Nice.
And I'm actually really interested to see.
Worst to first again.
Well, the last time they did that, they won the World Series.
They did.
So that's why I'm like, the last time they finished in the last 10 years, last time they finished last, the following season they won the World Series.
Right.
And you can't say enough of what they've done in the offseason. They got some severe talent.
Their pitching staff.
That's a little bit.
Questionable.
I mean, Clay Buchholz, I don't have a lot of confidence calling him my ace, but it's going to be, they're going to have to be on the side, and this is what they've done. They're going to have to put runs on the board.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, left field. Pablo is a switch hitter. You're going to be having Ramirez playing pepper with that left field wall. So they're going to have to put points up because they're not going to keep them off the board. But with the wild card in the AL, I see Boston going, definitely, but possibly the Angels.
All right.
So you think the Mariners are winning the West then?
That the Mariners are winning the West?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. For the wild card, possibly Oakland, then maybe Seattle. It's the nice thing is we can watch them at spring training out here, and I want to be able to catch a couple of their games. But they had a decent season last year, but I think honestly all eyes right now going into the season is going to be San Diego because they made the most noise. It's going to suck if you did all that trading, all that moving around, and you need 2 years for everyone to get together to play on the same page.
I don't think they can get by the Dodgers. They don't have enough arms. They can make the playoffs with a wild card spot.
Well,
but you've got Kershaw, Greinke, right out, and then Ryu.
Yeah, and
who are you matching up? James Shields and Ian Kennedy. I think I'll take Clayton Kershaw and Zach Greinke.
Well, now again, they also added McCarthy. The Dodgers did, and Anderson. Take it what you want with those, but the Dodgers they're one of the few teams that actually have a 1, 2, 3 that's pretty strong, other than the Nationals who have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So,
all right.
But that's what I'm seeing right now.
All right, let's go ahead and take a break, and we will be right back for the last half hour. Bets on Sports.
And help employ local veterans. The Vetraplex handyman construction and landscape business is the opportunity you've been waiting for. The Vetraplex is your gateway to an affordable startup business with 0% financing for qualifying owners. By owning a Vetraplex franchise, you will be hiring veterans, providing them both income and opportunity, while at the same time providing your customers a way to say, thank you for your service to our nation's veterans. For more information, visit vetraplex.org. Again, that's vetraplex.org or call 928-284-2022.
Breaker 19. How about that bandit? You got them ears on, son?
Have you ever wanted to be a truck driver? If so, pay attention. If not, Pay attention anyway. Southwest Truck Driver Training offers everything you need to get started. You can get hired before you begin training. They've got GI Bill approved training facilities, day, night, or weekend programs to fit your busy schedule. And if you have any questions, no sweat. They've got veteran supportive campuses with veterans on staff to serve you. And on top of that, they have lifetime job placement assistance. Put the pedal to the metal. Call Southwest Truck Driver Training today.
Everyone's going to need an attorney at some point in their life. I'm no different. Hey everyone, it's James from Vets On. Whether it was my last will and testament before deployment or my ongoing custody battle for my children during my divorce, I needed help, so I lawyered up. If you need help, I urge you to contact Capstrom Law Firm. Capstrom Law Firm in Springfield, Missouri services clients throughout the state in criminal law, personal injury, and family law. With over 13 years practicing law, Tom Capstrom understands both law and court procedures and how stressful they can be. Let Tom Capstrom Law Firm and his dedicated staff take the stress and worry out of a difficult situation by calling him today. We feel so strong about the work that Tom and his staff are doing that he'll be a monthly guest on the show. Tom is a veteran and a listener, for God's sake, so you know the guy is solid and will fight for you. Give Tom a call today by calling 417-864-0552 or email Tom at capstromlaw.com. And don't forget to tell him that Vets On sent you.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
If you or someone you know is looking for a new job or career, you need to visit the pros. National Career Fairs at ncfairs.com. National Career Fairs hosts over 300 career fairs a year nationwide. The events are free and give you the perfect chance to meet some of the top employers in your area face-to-face. To find the nearest career fair to you, visit ncfairs.com. Again, that's ncfairs.com. What are you waiting for?
I was actually jamming to that on the way here. It's a good song, man. Good pick.
It is.
Good song. I like those upbeat, songs, fast paced. That's why I like Green Day and Offspring and things like that. Volbeat, Hailstorm. Yeah. Right now, GCU base is juiced, and he flies out to the right. All right, to right. All right, moving on.
If you want to talk college baseball, let's talk about the beat down the Diamondbacks gave the Devils today.
Yeah.
Just barely squeaking by at 4-0. It's going to be a nice season.
Hey, well, beating win's a win,
Long summer.
Win's a win. It's the way it is. What are you worried about? I'm the one with the season credentials. I got to cover this stuff.
Who's the opening day starter? Brent?
Cole Mentor, probably.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Cole Mentor.
Because I don't think I
think it's that garden gnome they gave away last year.
Is it?
He might have a better ERA at the end of the year.
Well, let's get this, Brent. Looking at the team as is right now, healthy for once. I'm not saying they're going to compete for the West.
No, and honestly, I think what they're
who has a better season this year, the Diamondbacks or the Cubs?
Who's gonna have a better season?
Yep,
Cubs.
All right, that was the wrong team. Let me look at another team here.
But no, what I think the D-backs already know is coming off of last year. It was they had the worst the worst record, in the majors and one of their personally worst franchise seasons. So turning that into a positive is obviously any improvement I was not a fan when they got rid of Didi. I thought we should have kept him, but
I like Didi.
I did, But again, they're bringing in the Cuban Crusher to go along with Trumbo and Goldschmidt. So when you look at it on paper, there are reasons to be excited about it. But it is a very young team, and we do lack some pitching that we need to focus on. But at the same time, maybe this is one of what La Russa's This will be his first full.
because he came on board last year in August.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying that a guy in the upper office is going to be able to impact everything that's on the field in one season, but it is his first full run at it, and we all know he likes to have his hand in everything. So, as in terms of for the team, this is all his decisions that he's implementing everything. So, my biggest concern is them getting in the position where they're not putting runs on the board, because I remember how we mentioned that, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, where when we were talking about the Royals, how their philosophy was not let the other team put runs on the board, so we don't have to score that many. I don't see that being like even something to talk about with the D-backs, because they're gonna give up runs. They are. The ball travels well in that stadium. It does.
Right.
It's the bullpen and the pitching that I'm a little concerned about.
They did re-sign their closer, young kid. Jesus. I just had it on the tip of my tongue, and that's why I threw it out there. But yeah, they re-signed him. He had 32 saves last year. Bless you. I forgot his name. I can't think of it now. It's like Evans or something like that. Dang it. So, but yeah, they re-signed him. I think he's a stellar closer, and I still can't think of his name. Brent, help me out.
I'm looking at it right now. It is Evan Marshall.
No, that's not it. All right.
Oh, Ziegler, isn't?
Is it? No, it's not
Right.
Ziegler. It's not Ziegler. I'll get it. But moving on, NBA time. Talk about bad.
Oh boy.
The New York Knicks just lost at home by 38 to the Sacramento Kings.
Oh wait, is Addison Reed?
Yeah, that's it. That's Reed. Thank you.
Little bit of a beatdown.
The New York Knicks just lost at home to the Sacramento Kings.
Well, I bet you that Phil Jackson did not see Knicks playing like this year.
No, and Carmelo's already shut down.
Yep,
he's done.
Yeah,
after he played in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Well, and because it was a home game for them.
Yeah, so he's done. Yeah. All right, so NBA playoffs coming up here in about another 15 games, so another couple weeks. All right.
It's all right, though. We've got about 3 months of playoffs.
Yeah, so that works. Atlanta's still number one. They're probably going to be the 1 seed. They have a 10-game lead off of number 2, Toronto. That is amazing that the Atlanta Hawks have quietly destroyed the Eastern Conference. Now, again, you'll hear me say the East is weak. But when we said that, when we used to say that, we included Atlanta. But they're beating some of the top teams in the West. So very interesting to look at it. As I look down their schedule. Now, granted, they haven't had the toughest schedule in the world recently. All right. And they've got a 5-game winning streak. They just beat Houston.
Yeah.
Who's a solid team. They beat Miami. They beat Orlando. They beat Dallas by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Milwaukee. So really not too much. They beat Boston by 1. Minnesota beat them pretty good. Golden State, 124-116. Washington Wizards, 105-96. They're beating some decent teams. The Portland Trailblazers. And that's just in recent weeks. And granted, again, there's still 20 or 30 games left. All right. But they're going to have first place locked up here pretty soon.
Yeah.
They stick to it. So my guess is that, let me see here. Who's not going to make it? If you look at the standings in the Eastern Conference, Boston is out. Okay. Even though they're only 2 games back, Boston's out. Indiana's out. The race for 8th place is going to be between Brooklyn and Charlotte. Miami's going to squeak in based on the fact that Well, it's
and
my
Bosch is out of the hospital, so they could do all right theoretically if he comes back to play.
They could. Well, for the playoffs, I don't think he's going to play in the playoffs, dude. That stuff takes time to heal.
He might.
I don't. Yeah,
But he might. You're right.
I mean,
We're
yeah, he
still a
obviously
month
could.
away.
I don't think he will personally.
No. Milwaukee, shocker. Last year they were one of the worst teams in the East.
Actually,
It's Jason Kidd's fault.
JD, I think it's pronounced Milwaukee.
It's Algonquin. It means the good land.
It means the good land.
Wow. Washington Wizards. Fifth place. That's pretty much where they were last year. Cleveland starting to move up.
They're going to win that, hands down.
Starting to move up. 7-3 in the last 10. Chicago.
They win like 9 or 10 in a row.
Derrick
Cleveland
Rose is
did
actually
before they got
expected to
kicked
be
in the nuts.
back
Well,
for the playoffs.
yeah, they said that he was supposed to be out now 4 to 6 weeks. I thought. I mean,
it's just a torn meniscus. It's not an ACL or ACL.
but
Doesn't
it's
matter.
but it's
worthless.
on a knee that's already been repaired.
No heart. He won't play anyway.
I think he will. I think he'll be back.
He won't want to chance it.
Yes, I have a problem with it. I mean, no, granted, I'm no longer playing anymore. I still am very cautious about with my foot. Everywhere, if I'm walking down the step, I do not want to be because of my fracture. I would think if he were to come back, for playoffs, whatever, he's going to be playing so cautiously. He's not going to be the D Rose we all know. I don't think the other team is going to line up.
I don't think if he does come back, he's not starting. He's coming off the bench. He's minimal minutes. So I don't think it's really going to affect them. All right.
He's not going to be a
But
matchup threat.
It doesn't matter. 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes a game. That's all you expect out of him. That's it. All right. And that's where I would keep him through the middle of next season, to be honest with you. All right. In the West, the Phoenix Suns currently 16.5 games back, 2.5 behind Oklahoma City. Sorry, Oklahoma City, even when Durant comes back, which is supposed to be extremely soon, you're not passing them. You're not catching them. It's just not going to happen. The Suns are out. The Suns are out of the playoffs.
Yes, they are.
You're agreeing with me?
Yeah, you said the Thunder weren't going to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Oklahoma City's going to make it. San Antonio in 7th place. That kind of scares me. San Antonio Spurs in 7th place.
That's just Popovich playing possum.
And they'll take on Memphis in the first round if they stay this way. Golden State's got a 4-game lead right now in the West. They got beat down big time by the Cleveland Cavaliers the other
they
night.
did.
LeBron went at about 45? He went off.
He
went off in that game. Then Memphis again. Houston, Portland, Clippers, Dallas, San Antonio. Pretty much the same teams as always. Trying to see teams that are out of it that might have been in it last year was Denver, and they were in competition for the 8th seed last year with Phoenix and Dallas. And Dallas ended up getting it.
Portland's been good all year, though.
They're solid. They're a solid 4.
They've been good all year. Oklahoma City and the Spurs are going to be 7 and 8. That's scary.
That is because OKC, if healthy, is going to take on Golden State in the first round. We could see the 1 seed not make it out of the first round if that stays just like that.
That would be a hell of a series.
As a matter of fact, I'm telling you right now, if they play San Antonio or Oklahoma City, they're done.
I'd like to see Golden State and the Spurs. The old versus the young.
It may happen. It may happen when OKC gets healthy. They could pass San Antonio. There's still plenty of games left. I mean, they're only 50, 60 games in. They still have 22 games left.
I'd like to see it. I think they could easily knock out the Spurs. They're just so much younger.
Would that be if the Spurs did go and wouldn't that be
Spurs wouldn't get eliminated in the first round.
If they played the Warriors, they might.
I don't see how the Warriors can battle down low. I can see them trying to shoot all night from outside.
Yeah, and you got probably the best 3-point shooter in the league.
You know as well as anybody else,
Korver.
When the playoffs start, it becomes a half-court game.
True. They got Klay Thompson though.
Yeah,
Thompson.
against one of the greatest
Good talk.
power forwards of all time.
Who's old.
Doesn't matter.
And Parker hasn't played nearly as good as he has before.
Who's coming off an
He's
injury?
coming off an injury, yeah.
So you can thank Drake for almost blinding him.
I mean, the Spurs just beat down the Phoenix Suns, the younger team.
Really? That's your comparison?
I'm just saying they beat them down, but that's that run and gun offense.
The Los Angeles defenders might be able to beat the Suns.
The
right now.
Spurs don't score 100 points on a regular basis.
Yeah, because the Suns don't play defense. I saw
We know that.
they have a stat that they've let 7 more points since the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Because they gave up their best defenders in Thomas and Goran Dragic.
Tim Duncan's one of the greatest power forwards of all time.
He's got 5 rings, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rings. Yep. Robert Ory's got 6.
Mr. Clutch.
Big shot, Bob.
Yeah.
F that guy.
Yeah, he got us 2 of those rings.
That's the only reason why I brought up Robert Ory.
in
I'm
LA.
sorry, man. The only reason why I
He
brought
should
it
have
up.
been kicked out of the league after he clotheslined Nash.
Yeah, because, flagrant foul means you're kicked out of the league. Please.
It's a non-contact.
He didn't
sport.
clothesline him. He hip checked him. The guy's from Canada. And that's how they say hello.
You can't do. I don't think that's in the rules.
That's
I
how
think
they
when-
say hello in Canada. He thought he was speaking to him in his native language.
I'm pretty sure when Dr. James Naismith was inventing the game, he didn't have that in mind.
Hey, it was born in Massachusetts, so maybe. Just maybe. But then again, it was all white guys when Dr. James Naismith brought it in. There was a lot of things he didn't have in mind back in those days. So things change.
I was like, we're like, we gotta make that hoop hot taller.
I wonder if he was alive today, if he just came back today and saw that people actually dribble the ball and there's a 3-point line and people don't shoot underhanded and people are actually dunking the ball. I mean, really?
He'd have a heart attack and be dead.
Yeah, probably.
I'd probably be sitting with him, but
My game, you ruined it.
Yep.
Where's the guy to get on the ladder and get the ball out of the peach basket?
And then I'd make
Yeah.
sure. Then I make
That's
sure.
what they had
I
to
make
do.
sure I tell him, like, also we're in the 3rd section, and that seat costs $45. Thank you.
That's another thing that yeah, thank you. And that's another thing that would be funny as hell. First off, when they created the game of basketball,
It was free, probably.
how smart do you have to be to not make the peach basket big enough so the ball comes all the way through?
Well, because you didn't want to damage the peach basket by tearing a hole in the bottom.
But you
Then you couldn't collect peaches in it. Duh.
No, there was already a hole in it, man. All you
No.
do is just go up and
No, they just fastened it to the backboard.
they had to hit it up, knock it out, knock the ball out. They used the broomstick.
No, you had to climb up in a ladder and get it out.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, read a book.
I did. That's how I knew it was in Massachusetts. So,
I only knew it was Nathan.
And the original rules are on display at the University of Kansas.
yeah, I don't know
Fun
why
fact.
that is. Jeez. Anyhow, moving on. Speaking of which, Kansas Jayhawks are still up 1-0.
Or
in the
Rock shot,
bottom of the
Jayhawk.
fourth.
You mean 4-3? They're up 1 run.
Yeah, one run. Sorry, 4-3. Oh, you're watching. Outstanding. Ben Mossett at the plate. Anyway, moving on. So I got in the West. I'm taking OKC. I am taking Oklahoma City to come out of the West and play for a championship against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's my pick.
I'll take Cleveland,
Who you got in the West?
Memphis.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. They got
Defense wins
better.
championships.
They're better down low than the Warriors, like you said.
Brent?
In the West, I'm gonna go with Golden State. I'm still pretty impressed with what they've been doing. And again, Curry hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. It's actually only getting better. But in the East, I don't know. I would kind of say Cleveland. It kills me to say that because I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but
You don't have to be a fan to know who's better.
I just don't like him. I don't like seeing him celebrate. But
I want to see
What
Cleveland
did he do
win
to
one.
you?
I want to
Seems
see
like a nice
Cleveland
guy.
win one, and I think they can do it this year. I definitely think they can do it this year. And that
Yep.
that was not the extra. Remember, LeBron said, we're not going to come out here and win a championship this year. He said it.
yeah,
And this is one of the first times where I could probably tell him he's wrong. Because if you don't think you can win a championship, you don't go after a rim blocker or a rim defender like Kendrick Perkins.
It'd be nice to see Vince Carter get one too for the
Yeah, that
Grizzlies.
would be nice. But no. Not gonna happen.
I do
long
like
as Zach Randolph-
Aaron's pick on Memphis though. That's a
good pick. I like the. It's been a while since we've seen that happen. Well, no,
Yeah, and
because the
maybe
Spurs did it, but
13 people will watch the finals if that's your matchup.
Memphis and Cleveland.
You'll get all of about 30.
No, everybody will be cheering for the feel good story where LeBron brings the championship home to Cleveland.
yeah.
Well, and if they win it, it'll add another team to the list of teams that have won it and teams that have not. Suns.
Phoenix Suns back on the clock. Pick number 3.
There's a lot of teams that haven't won it.
Actually, no. Phoenix Suns will have a draft pick like right around number 10, number 11,
Yeah,
somewhere in there.
What are some of the other
Outside
teams
the
you know off the top of your head that haven't won it?
Cleveland. I don't think the Bucks have ever won it.
I think Milwaukee did win it.
No, I
Milwaukee
think
won
the
once.
Milwaukee late.
But
They
they
lost.
They weren't the Bucks though, were they?
No, not the Bucks, but they're Milwaukee. Actually, I think they were the Bucks.
Were they?
I think it was like in 19
or the Sonics.
it was like 70 with Eden.
I don't think the Warriors have ever won it.
Big dude, hold on. Hold on.
Pelicans, Hornets,
Well, but yeah, the Pelicans.
Oh
have it,
yeah.
but
Magic. I don't
They
think
have-
the Hawks have won it.
the Magic haven't won one.
No, they got to the finals with Shaq.
Yeah, I knew they got to the finals.
Jazz.
13 of the current NBA teams. have
Let me see how
never
many I can
won.
name. Jazz.
Hold on, let me bring it up. Hold on.
It's,
Oh, I thought you had it.
it's easy when they're right in front of you.
No, I don't have it in front of me yet. I was trying to pull it up. I think I got most of them though already.
You said Utah, right?
Jazz,
Okay.
Pacers, Pelicans, Hornets, Magic, Hawks, Raptors, Brooklyn, Suns, Cleveland, Milwaukee, Warriors, Portland.
See, I thought Portland did.
Let's keep going. Did I get them all?
I think you're pretty close. I'd have to ask you to go through them again, but give me a second.
I could go through it again.
Here's a trivia question. Who has the most consecutive playoff appearances?
Consecutive?
Consecutive.
Lakers. No, the Celtics.
That would be the Boston Celtics.
Because the 50s, they won like 5.
That's all they did was win.
Yeah, there was only like 6 teams. That's why like the Toronto Maple Leafs won like 5 in the 50s.
Yep. That would be correct. All right. Ready?
Did you find it?
Yep. The Hornets / Bobcats.
Okay, I got that one.
The
Ding.
Hornets / Pelicans.
Ding.
The Hornets. No, I'm just kidding. The Clippers.
Ooh, I didn't get the Clippers.
Yeah, you didn't get the Clippers. The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Eh,
They
You
haven't
didn't
won
get that one.
Huh.
The Nets.
ding.
The Pacers.
Ding.
You got that.
The Jazz.
You got-
Ding.
Toronto.
Ding.
Cleveland.
Yep.
Ding.
Phoenix.
Ding.
Mhm.
Memphis.
Ding.
Denver.
Eh,
Oh, Denver.
Orlando.
ding.
That's it. It's
All I
13.
remember is Matumbo.
The Trailblazers
No,
did
no,
win
no.
one. The Trailblazers did with Bill
Yep.
Walton. Did you guys hear him getting the fight about the Bears the other night?
No.
He went
Yeah,
on
but
a
no.
rant about Bears and Huskies in a fight.
No, I didn't see that.
The guy is crazy. We should take our last break.
No player that has won the most improved player award has ever won a title. Great job improving. You didn't help the team,
right.
but good job improving.
Probably because you won the MVP.
Jerry West is the only finals MVP to win the award while playing for the losing team. That's interesting.
It was the Lakers, wasn't it?
It was for the Lakers. The current championship trophy was designed in 1977, which, by the way, is the year of the snake. I know this because I was born in 1977. In 1984, the trophy was renamed the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy. It was previously called the Walter A. Brown Trophy. I love this website, dude. This website is awesome. Let's see here. Jim Lost Cutoff and Robert Horry share the record for most rings by a non-basketball Hall of Fame member. How is Robert Horry not in the Hall of Fame?
Because he's not that good.
Big Shot Bob is good.
He's clutch. I don't disagree with you. He's clutch, but he's not that great. Look at his stats.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
All right, let's go to break.
All right, let's go ahead and take a break. I'm going to come back with the rest of these stats, and we're going to close out.
Everyone's going to need an attorney at some point in their life. I'm no different. Hey, everyone, it's James from Vets On. Whether it was my last will and testament before deployment or my ongoing custody battle for my children during my divorce, I needed help, so I lawyered up. If you need help, I urge you to contact Capstrom Law Firm. Capstrom Law Firm in Springfield, Missouri services clients throughout the state in criminal law, personal injury, and family law. With over 13 years practicing law, Tom Capstrom understands both law and court procedures and how stressful they can be. Let Tom Capstrom Law Firm and his dedicated staff take the stress and worry out of a difficult situation by calling him today. We feel so strong about the work that Tom and his staff are doing that he'll be a monthly guest on the show. Tom is a veteran and a listener, for God's sake, so you know the guy is solid and will fight for you. Give Tom a call today by calling 417-864-0552 or email Tom at capstromlaw.com. And don't forget to tell him that Vets On sent you.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
Breaker 1-9. How about that bandit? You got them ears on, son?
Have you ever wanted to be a truck driver? If so, pay attention. If not, pay attention anyway. Southwest Truck Driver Training offers everything you need to get started. You can get hired before you begin training. They've got GI Bill approved training facilities, day, night, or weekend programs to fit your busy schedule. And if you have any questions, no sweat. They've got veteran supportive campuses with veterans on staff to serve you. And on top of that, they have lifetime job placement assistance. Put the pedal to the metal. Call Southwest Truck Driver Training today.
If you or someone you know is looking for a new job or career, you need to visit the pros. National Career Fairs at ncfairs.com. National Career Fairs hosts over 300 career fairs a year nationwide. The events are free and give you the perfect chance to meet some of the top employers in your area face-to-face. To find the nearest career fair to you, visit ncfairs.com. Again, that's ncfairs.com. What are you waiting for?
Would you like to own a thriving business and help employ local veterans? The Vetraplex Handyman Construction and Landscape business is the opportunity you've been waiting for. The Vetraplex is your gateway to an affordable startup business with 0% financing for qualifying owners. By owning a Vetraplex franchise, you will be hiring veterans, providing them both income and opportunity, while at the same time providing your customers a way to say, thank you for your service to our nation's veterans. For more information, visit vetraplex.org. Again, that's vetraplex.org or call 928-284-2022.
I see a red door and I want it into black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls go by.
Hey, we're back. We're finishing up here on this Tuesday evening for Vets on Sports. Couple quick trivia questions. What 6 teams have won the NBA championship since 1999? There's only been 6.
Heat.
Okay.
Dallas.
Okay.
Celtics.
Okay.
Spurs.
Lakers.
Okay.
Spurs.
Yeah. 5 seconds.
East or West?
Nah, 5 seconds.
East or West?
4,
Houston?
3,
Portland.
2, 1.
Bulls?
Portland.
The Pistons.
Oh, yeah. They
But
won
good
in
job, though.
2001.
Good job on the other ones. Which NBA player has the most NBA Finals appearances without winning a ring?
Kyle Malone.
Yep.
Nope.
So, well, it could have been Stockton then if it wasn't Kyle Malone.
Gary Payton?
Elgin
wait, he won.
Baylor.
Oh, God, I would never have gotten that far.
Elgin, he's on the Lakers. Nice one, Lakers fan.
No, I'm a Clipper flipper, remember?
Only 4.
They're not winning right
Only
now.
4.
Right now.
Amby, this one should be pretty easy. Only 4 franchises have more than 4 titles.
Bulls, Celtics, Lakers.
Spurs.
Yeah. Spurs.
That'd be it. That one was too easy, man.
You can thank David Stern for that tremendous parody in the league.
David Stern was a hell of a commissioner, dude. He was
No.
in for 30 years, dude.
No.
Come on.
You could have had one of those water bottles.
Which conference has won more titles?
East.
How many more?
5.
13.
No. Actually, I don't have that number. It's just figured I'd ask.
You could have put one of those things that you like put water in and it drinks the water, one of those drinking birds, and it would have had as much success as David Stern. It was Michael Jordan.
What team is undefeated in their playoff history in game 1s on a Saturday? I don't know. Not Saturday thing, but
Game 1s.
yeah, this team they have never lost in a game 1.
The Heat.
Nope. Speaking of which, this team has won a championship every time they've been in the finals.
The Knicks. They've only been there like twice.
And you've had to win all of your game 1s.
I have no
That would be the Spurs. They're 5-0 in game 1s. Most consecutive appearances. Couple more. No. Wow. I didn't know that.
Well, we wouldn't either if you didn't share it with us.
The Chicago Bulls under Michael Jordan never played in a game 7 final.
It's true.
Never played in a final.
They never needed 7 games when he was there.
Wow, that is interesting. Because I know that a couple of the
And anyone who
series
says,
against the Knicks went 7.
well, then anyone who says that Kobe Bryant's better than Michael Jordan, you should just jump off.
Nobody's better than Michael Jordan. There's only one Michael Jordan.
Exactly.
So, however, he is close to outscoring one Michael Jordan.
And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar leads all time. So what? He played for 100 years.
97.
And got a chance of being in some commercials and movies.
Yep.
He finally got his statue because he threw a fit.
On that note, the air is out of our tire. It is about time to go. Thanks for coming in, guys. Saturday, Brent, you're calling in from the ballpark.
Yep.
The ballpark.
Yep.
Right
I will
on.
be on location.
So it should be me, Aaron, and Joel then. So we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for listening to the Vets on Sports on this Tuesday evening. Guys, take care. And sweet dreams of me. Moving on.